Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Boston, surrounding areas, the nation, the world, everybody. This is Spark FM Online, Saucy and Friends in the morning. How's everybody feeling today? Everybody feeling green this morning? Yeah, feeling green. I know the city of Boston is definitely feeling green after last night's Celtics win over the Mavericks, giving us one step closer to getting the championship. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's doing good. Saucy is feeling a little occupied. A little whipped sauce this morning. Son of a whisked sauce. Because she's a sauce, so when a sauce is feeling frazzled, it must be whisked.
Oh.
See what I did there?
Yes.
I did cooking terms.
Cooking terms with Miss Tony.
Cooking terms with Miss Tony. I was looking at cookware last night. You know what's awful about going to bed early?
What?
Waking up even earlier.
Yeah, buddy.
I don't like that. I was up at 5:30.
Doing what?
Chilling like a villain, eating chitlins and a cillin.
No.
But then I went back to sleep and woke back up at 7:45. Anyhow, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Saucy. Thank you for joining us on your show.
Good morning, everyone. I made it. I've been here, but I've been doing a little cleaning.
She's been doing. It smells good in here. That orange glow smells delightful.
I gotta do the rest of the table because I don't know what y'all be doing in here. I be confused.
Oh my goodness.
I be confused about what's be going on in here.
I am confusion.
I'm confusion. I'm living a life of confusion.
That's great.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Spark FM Online. Tony gave you guys such a great welcome, so we'll just do a quick check-in. How y'all doing?
I'm good. I am good. I had a good evening. My morning has been a little...
Because your floors, today's the last day, right?
Today's the last day for my floors, and it's going to be gorgeous. This morning, I saw what they're bringing in. They're giving me actually a different floor for my bathroom, which I think is very, very nice.
Mm-hmm. We were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah, so that's going to happen. And then, thank you, Saucy, yesterday, and Triz. Y'all helped me out tremendously. And I don't know how I'm going to put all that stuff back into where it needs to go because I like my rooms being cleared.
Me too.
It looks so nice. I know, it looks fresh and nice. But anyhow, we had a good day yesterday doing all of that stuff. And then last night we went down to Park 54, Saucy and I, to join the Woke Woman of Color. They were having a little event there with some sororities and fraternities. The Qs were there barking up. I was like,
I thought there was a dog in here.
You thought it was me?
Look around.
So that was really, really cool. Saucy and I had our own little private nook with our own little private TV, which was mistaken, but it turned out nice.
I liked it.
Had a nice little dinner, a nice little fish, shrimp taco dinner. Saucy had some fried chicken with some macaroni and cheese and collard greens. Okay,
it was lit. It was lit. I ain't even gonna lie. I effed it up.
And those drinks, whoa, it takes two to mango and a mango tango rango or something like that. I don't know. But it was good. We had a nice time there. Saw some beautiful people. Black people together is such a good thing.
Yeah, they are. They really are.
We were there for like the first quarter of the game, I think, and then we swiftly jumped up and left because it was way past our hours of supposing to be in the house.
Absolutely, but we were still in the house at a decent time.
We were in the house at a decent time, and then I went home last evening, forgot about the game, and I went to bed rather early.
What time did you go to bed? You said you woke up early.
I went to bed probably around 10:30, which is crazy early for me.
Yeah.
So I didn't even watch any of my TV shows or anything last night. Didn't do any of that. When I got home from your house and picking up Noah, I went right to bed. And that was nice. And then I woke up this morning and heard that the Celtics won, and we were kind of worried because in the first quarter, the Celtics were behind by like 5 points, and we were like, oh, God, they're going to lose. In the first quarter.
That was her.
That was me. I was scared.
Because I was like, the hell?
I was scared. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think that we really, really have a chance of sweeping?
Yeah. So the big thing is, and that's what I need to ask the audience. All right.
Yep, sharing.
I'll ask the question later, just so that everybody knows what's going on. But I'll ask the question later because I need to know how you guys want us to win. Do you want us to win in a sweep or to bring it home for Game 5?
Oh.
What do you want?
That's
you got to
true.
pick your poison. Like both of them are lit.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, because it would be really, really cool if we swept them in their arena.
Yep.
But it would also be really, really cool if we won here in Boston.
Yep.
But then again, Boston don't know how to act.
Yeah.
So they would burn down the city.
Boston don't know how to act, whether they do it over there or over here.
That's true,
Boston's
too.
gonna burn down the city.
I mean, we'll
since
see.
we got tickets to the Game 4, I don't mind them winning the Game 4 because we got tickets for it.
That's true. I mean, we just got tickets for the watch party down at
That's good enough.
Yeah, I mean, it would be lit to be there when they win with the Boston crowd at the Garden. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Either way, I mean, I'll take either one.
Yeah.
Either one or the other, or either one is gonna be good.
So I need to know from the audience, people that are checking in right now. We are taking solicitations for.
Oh, Snyder said he was in the Garden for Game 4 for the 2009 finals.
Were you? Tell me about it.
How did you do that, Schneider? You got money?
I thought
Hey, Schneider.
I thought this was the first time they was doing that.
No.
No?
No, this is the first time
for watch parties.
This is the first time they're doing the watch parties. But Snyder was there for the actual game.
He was there for the actual game. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, lucky you.
But yeah, the watch party thing, I think they should have been doing
Lucky
this.
you.
That's a great way for the Garden to make extra money without having to do anything extra.
Yep.
And all we do is there enough? What are people watching it on? Just up here on the big?
I know that's what I was thinking too.
Probably got
Fine.
put some extra screens or something.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't want to just be looking up there the whole time.
Yeah, got you.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know how that goes.
And then they gonna have some entertainment.
I'm wondering if they do have like entertainment,
I think
like
they
local
do.
entertainment and things like that, and popcorns. Want to make sure that we set up correctly
Shoot,
in
what's
here.
going on?
So the question is, do you want Boston to sweep in the next game, or you want them to bring it home and win here? Either way, we win. Those are my only scenarios. In my head, I'm manifesting and I am all the things. So we either win in a sweep, which is super cool, or we win home, which is also super cool.
Yeah.
What do you guys prefer? Let me see your things in the comment section. That's what I meant to call Gary about yesterday.
Jessica, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that was yesterday, Jess. What are you talking about? You got me feeling like I'm in the Twilight Zone.
What's she watching? Yesterday's show and commenting today? How'd that go?
I don't know.
That's weird.
I don't know.
No.
Sauce.
Everybody.
How you
Me,
doing, Miss
yes, I'm going. You know, I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
You good?
Yesterday, what happened yesterday? Yesterday I helped my sister. So yesterday when I was going, because you know I'm now a Home Depot frequent member.
Aficionado.
So I was going to return some paint yesterday so that the painters could finish up painting. And in the midst of it, I hit a bump. The top popped off the paint bottle, the paint can, and distributed itself in my vehicle.
Yeah, that sucks. That's awful.
That was
What?
a lot to deal with. Let me show you the picture, Tristan.
What? How
Yes.
does that open?
It wasn't closed properly. Look. Just paint in the car. Paint
awful.
in the vehicle.
Wow.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that?
And I was concerned.
Concerned.
I was like, oh no, how are they gonna take care of that?
So they ended up. Shout out to what is it? AC Car Wash over on
Bowden
by
Street.
is it Bowden Street?
Yeah.
Bowden Street.
Geneva.
Geneva. It's
yeah.
by the Burke.
Yeah.
Right next to the Burke High School. That hand washing car wash over there. I literally pulled into there. I looked at the guy
AC, yeah.
and I said, "Sir, I don't know. I just need some help. I don't know anything. Like right now, I don't know what to do." And he opened the door. He said, "Oh, He was like, let me go get my boss. The boss came out, gave me enough attitude, but he was sweet because he's African.
Tall African?
Yeah. Enough attitude. He's very sweet.
He is.
But he's got a little rough.
African.
Yes. He was like, we can't do that. And I said, what? He said, as he's telling me he can't do it, he's in the car taking up the mat. And then he's like, yeah, we can't do this. So he comes back with a big bucket of pink water and he's like, ugh. And then he just does it, and then he just does it, and then it got clean.
What was it?
I don't know. It was like a bucket of pink water, and he just kept on. He was on the phone cussing and cleaning, and that's all I gave a shit about. And at the end, they charged me $50, which I was like, oh, okay. I washed the whole car. They vacuumed it and everything for me.
Wow.
So it was an interesting evening. It was an interesting evening.
Not bad for $50.
Yeah, not bad at all. Because I was expecting that they was gonna be like, it'll be $157.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Triz, that time when your mom spilled the soup in her car and she
That was $150.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, she took it to Talbot Ave.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. I was gonna go to Talbot Ave, but I was like, I'm too mad. So I'm just gonna go home.
They would have charged you up.
Yeah.
They sure would have, huh?
That's crazy.
Boy, I tell you, that's what I was expecting to pay.
Yeah.
But it mostly fell on the mat part of it. So that was my saving
They
grace.
did a really good job getting it out of your mat in the car, though.
Didn't know. I left the mat.
Oh, you left the mat.
I was like, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
If I gotta buy new mats, then that will be the extra money that. But I was like, I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
And today I'm going to get my real ID.
Your real ID.
So let's talk about that.
one.
So why not? Because what I'm finding out is that in the year 2026, the regular IDs are going to be pretty much useless. So that's why people should be getting these real IDs, which is stupid because why would you even be issuing out the non-real IDs at this point if you're going to turn it all over? Everybody that goes for a license should just get, and they're the same price.
Right.
So I'm not sure why they're just not automatically switching over to real IDs.
Right.
So what's a real ID? I still don't understand. But
So a real ID is a federal ID that you can use anywhere, even on the plane.
Yep.
Even instead of a passport? No.
Not instead of a passport, no.
But you can use your regular license on the plane right now without it being a real ID.
I mean, I don't know. I have a real ID.
I know. So what is the real actual? Like why?
anyone flying in the U.S. or entering a federal building will need a real ID or a valid passport starting May 7th, 2025.
Oh.
That's not real.
So maybe
next year. Yeah.
Yeah, so that means that everybody across the Americas has to switch to a real ID.
Yeah.
countdown is
I
on.
thought that was as of like October 2 years ago. Yeah.
Maybe that's when they started implementing it. How many of y'all out there actually have a real ID versus a regular real ID? Because that is interesting to know. You got to get a real ID.
With a real ID yet.
Huh?
I don't know anybody with a real ID yet.
So is a real ID is also a license, but a license is not a real ID.
Yes. What you said is right.
Yeah.
I hope. Well, I'm gonna get a real one. I'm gonna get a
Just
real
get the
one
real
and I'm gonna
ID.
get a fake one because I think they already sent the other one in the mail. I'm just gonna pay for a real ID as well because I want them both. I need a duplicate because I lose things quickly. With that said, Justin, you good, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm just glad we won the game last night. Shout out to Walton in the third quarter there last night. We caught back up, and they played very well. Very well. Looking forward to game 4. That's it.
I love it.
Did they play well?
They did.
Even without Porzingis?
Yeah, they did.
Porzingis.
Because they was down, then we had a 21+ lead, and then the other
21
team,
plus.
the other team came back and caught up with us, and then it was like 3+, and then we kept on going back.
You
and
watched
forth.
it?
I watched it kind of. Like Pastor Troy is watching it on his cell phone while I was watching Abbott Elementary, so I was watching at the same time.
Mr. Abbott, I'm gonna watch that. I can't watch anything. Nice. Pastor Troy is very informative. Guess what? Let's update on Mercedes.
What? Tell us.
Do you know that Pokey admitted to still watching Andre Hamilton's?
His name is Lewis Hamilton.
Lewis Hamilton's notes. He watched him. Steve studied
We're talking F1.
He studied his notes and copied him, and that's why he was able to make it to the podium.
That pokey boy.
That pokey.
The TV show?
No, this is real life racing.
Oh, real life racing. What happened now? I don't know. What?
That's what happened.
What happened? I don't know what happened.
Don't worry, just Porky. Not Porky.
Not the Porky.
Not the Porky. Anyhow, that's what happened. That's update. Just wanted to update y'all on what's happening in the racing world.
So much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yes.
That out.
So let's get into the show. Saucy and Friends officially starts right now.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Spark FM. We play your music your way all day, every day.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.
You ever been thinking that you are awake and you be sleeping? No, like, you ever thought that you was watching a movie, that you was gonna put a movie on and you was gonna watch it, and you thought you was watching it and you was knocked out. And you woke up and the credits was moving.
And then you had to go watch the whole movie all over again. Yes.
I hate that because I be putting on a movie, be like, I'm gonna watch this movie. This movie look good. I'm gonna watch this movie. I be knocked the hell out.
You know what I started watching? Yes, what were you watching?
I don't even remember.
I started watching Eric yesterday. It's a limited.
I saw that. What is that?
It's weird. So Benedict Cumberbatch, that's the guy. I love that name. I don't know why I love his name.
Somebody had to put a fan or something on it.
Yes, it's
quite
warm.
Toasty.
Yeah, he is a father who is in New York City in the 1980s. His son disappears one day going to school, and it's just kind of the whole story about that.
Yeah.
Eric is the name of this fictional character that the son made up. So I don't know why that's the name of the series. It's one of those thrillers, whatever. But it looks like it's gonna be pretty good. I'm definitely gonna finish it today. But I like a limited series.
Me
I like
too.
those.
There's quick and easy
like that.
Easy.
What are you watching now, Triz? You watch anything good lately?
No.
No good documentaries or anything?
No.
All right.
I've been watching Karen Reed.
Yeah. So any well, let's get into this.
Yeah, Proctor. He's Proctor guy.
Wait, hold on. Let's start the show. Today is what is today?
Today's
June 13th, Thursday, June 13th. And I say this again, more so for me, so I can know where we're at in the month. So today's June 13th. We're halfway through June, I believe, almost halfway through June. Today is going to be partly cloudy, sunshine and clouds mixed, high around 85 degrees. Winds in the southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight's going to drop down maybe to about 65 degrees, and it's about 2% chance of precipitation. That just means it's gonna be hot and dry today. Hot and dry.
Well, I need to go change my clothes. And
that's what I was wondering about you. I was like,
I'm living out of bags in my living room, and I didn't know where nothing was.
That's true. You got that.
Yes, I just threw on this thing what I found here, but this is not what I want to have on. I'm hot.
You gotta put on a little dress and no drawers.
Oh.
And a slipper.
Put a what? Put a what?
Dress. Just a dress.
Just a dress. Just a dress, yeah. And the slippers.
Well, I gotta wear a bra too,
Me too. I gotta wear bras. I got big kazunkas.
Oh wow! All right, I'm gonna put y'all on hold. But
So, what?
fall out of the chair.
Don't fall out. In an update in the Karen Reed case, Tristan is going to give us his proclamation about that. What's it go? How's it going?
I'm gonna find the thing. I'm gonna find the actual thing. Karen Reed update. Yeah. So the main Karen Reed.
The main investigator.
Yes.
Proctor.
Thank you. Yes.
Is it Proctor?
It's Proctor.
That's like on Tyreek and Ghost. Proctor was the problem. And Proctor was the lead investigator that always did the most to get to the criminal that he was trying to get to. And that says something in itself. People should have recognized that. But go ahead.
Yeah, so he's basically he's on the stand right now. And he's just been up there lying a whole lot. He's been up there lying a whole lot. So I'm just trying to find a video. Try to find the video real quick.
So what he did is that after he got on the case, he started texting all his friends and saying pretty damaging things about her, and making it seem like she was like crazy and all kinds of stuff. He never investigated nobody else except for her.
Bro,
like
he
all of his
investigated them over a year later.
the other people, but in the beginning he never even paid attention to any other suspects. He immediately went for her jugular, and I don't understand why. Did they say somewhere that he had tried to talk to her one time before and she turned him down?
I didn't see that one. No.
So do you have anything? So I'm going to read. One juror was accused, and Massachusetts State Police Trooper Michael Proctor faced intense questioning Wednesday in the murder trial of Karen Reed, who was accused of hitting John O'Keefe, her boyfriend, with an SUV and leaving him to die in a snowstorm. Before testimony resumed on Wednesday, Judge Beverly Cannon told the jury that one juror was excused, saying the reason was personal. The remaining jury is composed of 10 women and 6 men, 12 of whom will deliberate the case.
All right, here we go. I have an update here.
Investigator is back on the stand in the Karen Reed murder trial. And as WBZ's Penny Commit shows us, the defense is accusing him of deciding too early that Reed was guilty.
But I assume you guys are out to make it cut and dry since it involves cops, correct?
Yes.
This morning, the case's lead investigator, State Trooper Michael Proctor, once again read a series of text messages, this time from a group chat with his high school friends, exchanged about 16 hours after the investigation into John O'Keefe's death opened. Throughout the messages, Proctor discusses the investigation, sharing that John's body was found on the property of another Boston cop and that they needed answers ASAP.
The homeowner's going to get some for this. Answer, nope. Next text, he's a Boston cop too. That doesn't sound like an explanation for your nope.
No, that's just saying he's a Boston cop as well. Mr. O'Keefe is a Boston cop.
And that's why he's not going to get any correct, Trooper Proctor?
Well, he's not going to receive any sir, because he had Mr. Albert, the homeowner, had nothing to do with Mr. O'Keefe's death.
Proctor was then grilled by the defense about his messages discussing John O'Keefe's potential cause of death.
So initially, you did think you knew what you had, a physical altercation leading to a death, correct?
Correct.
And highlighted a response from one of his friends.
And Bird writes, something stinks.
Yeah, he stinks.
Correct.
And then Trooper Proctor, you responded, yeah, but there will be some serious charges brought on the girl.
And we once again heard Proctor read text messages in which he mocks Karen Reed's health and appearance. But the state trooper continues claiming that his personal feelings about Karen did not impact his investigation.
Do you stand by that testimony? That you were showing strong moral principles in this investigation, sir?
In the investigation part, absolutely.
And towards the end of this morning, the defense started questioning Trooper Proctor about his connections to several witnesses in this case. For example, Proctor testified that his sister Courtney is good friends with Julie Albert, whose son Colin was there that night in 2022 and testified earlier in this trial. In Dedham, I'm Penny Commit, WBZ News.
You can.
He was right. This stinks so bad because Proctor. Did I make this comparison? Sounds like the dude from the O.J. Simpson trial. What was his name? Fob or something like whatever. There was a lead prosecutor or somebody that they brought, investigator that they brought in on the O.J. Simpson's trial that had such disparaging messages about black people and stuff, and then they suspected that he was planting things in that trial, which led to him seeming like he didn't do it. So these investigators, when they setting people up, really do more harm to the prosecution than they do to anything else. It's so eerily familiar.
Similar,
yes. It's so interesting.
He called her everything in the book.
Mark Fullman, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, how is it that he feels like he could have remained neutral and investigative-ish on this trial if he didn't like her as a person in the first place.
And why didn't he like her?
I think rumor has it, I don't know where this stems from, if it's true, if I heard it in a comment, I don't know. But rumor has it, from what I heard, is that he tried to talk to her one time.
That was my theory.
Okay, so there we go. So rumor has it, I read it somewhere.
I started a rumor,
Yeah, but let's keep that, because why you don't like this lady? What she do to you? And the fact that y'all never investigated anybody else in those first few days or whatever, including the cop and the people at the party. Y'all are gonna signal out the one person who left and went to sleep and came back to the place that she supposedly murdered her boyfriend? That's crazy.
Diabolical.
I thought they only set up black people like this.
No, I know. And maybe that's why this case is so high profile too, because this is a white woman.
A white woman. And we don't even do that to white women.
That's what I'm saying.
All she had to do was start crying a little bit, and this case would have been dismissed. But she don't want to cry because she want to be a hardcore white
She said,
woman.
I'm not wasting my white woman tears on this.
No, girl, you better waste those. You better be crying in them seats every day. I'd be like, look at my white woman tears.
I said it's culture. It's a culture, definitely. Cop culture we're seeing right now, definitely.
Yeah, that's different.
Oh,
Blue lives matter. Whatever they say.
Or whatever the cops said. 33 displaced after Dorchester fire spreads to adjacent building. That's terrible. I hate kind of things like that. It makes me so sad. Migrants continue to stream into Boston airport as over 100. There's more migrants sleeping on the airport floors. Where are they coming from?
How are they coming?
Where are they coming? How are they coming?
How are they
Who's transporting them
this
here?
This is the thing that I want to know. Like, and it's a bad. The Mexicans, poor things, they be coming in box trucks. These people are coming in plenteras.
Yes.
And where are they coming from and how?
No, I don't know.
It's weird, man.
Clearly, the country has a border control issue. Duh. And that's something that Donald Trump is really kind of banking on. And that's something that we the media feeds off of the migrants so hard that I feel like the Republicans really use that as a footstool to get over on the Democrats. Because why is there so many people coming in here?
Right.
We can't put them anywhere. There's nowhere for them to go. I don't understand. They're sleeping on the airport floor. Can't get it, so let me see where it is. More than 100 migrants are sleeping on the floors of Boston's Logan International Airport as more continue to stream in and use the facility as a shelter. A police source confirmed to Fox News that the hundreds of people pictured lining the floors of Boston's main air hub with makeshift beds and air mattresses are migrants that have been using the facility as a shelter. The number of migrants being housed at the airport has increased in recent weeks, according to a report from the New York Post, increasing from only a few dozen who were at the facility a few months ago. We continue to see migrants at the airport. They come to Logan a number of ways. They also arrive at Logan at all hours, a representative from Massport said on the situation. Compounding the issue is a lack of staff and resources at surrounding facilities, the representative said, causing migrants to be bused to state welcome centers during the day, only to be transported back to the airport at night. Migrants staying at the airport have been living in poor conditions, the report notes, sleeping on hard and cold floors, facing up at lights that are always on, and being constantly awakened by airport announcements.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Did y'all see that? Y'all saw the video?
Yes, it's a lot.
Being awakened by airport announcements?
Announcements all the time. You know when you're in the airport trying to have a goddamn conversation and the lady won't shut up talking about there's final boarding for gate 76. Girl,
you ever slept in the airport? Had to sleep in the airport?
Yes, one time we went to not sleep. One time we went to the airport and we thought we was leaving at like 6 o'clock in the morning, but then something happened to that flight and we ended up leaving at like 2 or some foolishness like that. Slept right in the airport.
Yeah, I've slept in the airport before.
Like at an overnight delay type of situation?
No. When we came to visit you in Michigan, actually, one time. I think we had a trip.
Terrible trip.
Horrible trip. We did. We ended up leaving your campus early, and we went and slept in the airport.
Oh yeah, terrible. Terrible.
It's fine. You know, we made it past that.
Don't send your children to college. They act different.
You're like, who the hell is this person?
Terrible. Y'all shouldn't let me go.
Sorry.
3 teens accused of attacking girl in Boston and Back Bay. Let's see what's happening here. This is a video. And it's police were told the victim, an underage girl, was kicked and punched several times by the group. According to authorities, they also allegedly sprayed the girl with pepper spray and stole her cell phone.
Why?
Who the hell are they?
You're right.
Go to the clip. What they do that for?
Girls are in police custody facing assault charges after a vicious attack on another teen.
It happened at the Prudential Center on Monday. NBC 10's Oscar Margain is joining us live from the Back Bay, right around the area where that girl was attacked. Oscar?
That's right, JC and Glenn, and police are really withholding a lot of information here because we're talking about underage girls. You can see the police report and how heavily redacted this is. What police are saying, though, is that the victim was punched, kicked, even pepper sprayed by this group of teens.
I hope it's isolated.
Concerns over summer violence hitting Boston's neighborhoods after a trio of teenage girls ages 13, 14, and 16 reportedly attacked another girl on Monday evening on Huntington Ave. The police report details how the victim was confronted by the suspects outside of the Prudential Mall about talking to a boy. That's when the teens allegedly begin to pull the girl's hair, punching and kicking her to the ground before getting pepper sprayed.
Violence is never acceptable in any part of our city.
Boston Mayor Michelle Wu condemning the attack, saying she's placed resources to try to prevent teens from resorting to violence, especially after going through the juvenile system.
We are working really hard to ensure that every single week there's a youth safety meeting. We provide resources for young people, their families, their school communities who may need it. We have ramped up paid youth summer jobs for any BPS student who wants one.
The teens were also accused of robbing the girl of her cell phone before running away. They were eventually caught about a block away on St. Botolph Street.
Knock on this fence, I've never felt unsafe.
That's where Dr. PK Newby often walks her dog.
It feels like it's a rare occurrence here, especially in these areas.
If you don't have control, you lose it. You lose it.
Raul Alvarez, who lives in the area and is father to a teenage girl, says parents play a big role in curbing city violence.
They have to follow every step, every second. Where is your son? Where is your daughter after school?
Now, the police report also mentions how the victim here suffered minor injuries to her eyes, believed to be caused by that pepper spray. Police say that all 3 of these teenage suspects have been arraigned in juvenile court.
Good.
Reporting live in Boston, Oscar Margain, NBC 10 Boston.
Oscar Margain. A bunch of juvenile delinquents.
All the damn time.
Crazy. You gotta be careful with your kids these days, man. This is what what is it gonna be like? I'm scared.
During college, the final bus from Philly would hit NYC Port
Authority at 5 a.m. and he said that he had to sleep on the floor of the Port Authority many nights.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's terrible. You got to pick up and drop off your children. You got to keep an eagle's eye on them because these kids out here do not care.
Yeah.
They do not care. 160 whales spotted in waters off Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket. Oh, wow.
Oh, let's go whale watching.
Whale watching.
I want to do it.
Man accused
Y'all
in
ever been whale watching?
I have.
I have not.
I've been.
Really?
I never.
I don't know where or when I went whale watching, but I definitely remember going whale watching and seeing. I think I went with CK once on his early field trips.
Well, now I got a whole month hanging with my son until summer camp starts. So I guess we're gonna go watch whales. We're gonna go whale watching. We're gonna do the Cape. What's that Cape Cod speedboat? I definitely want to do that.
What's that?
It's the not the Cape Codder. It's the Codzilla.
What it do?
It's a speedboat, and you get on it, and it goes speeding all through the.
I'm outside.
Let's do it.
And
then we have to go to the Big Bounce, which is coming next weekend with the boys. Well, there's lots of things that we can do. I gotta secure funds for the boy to do things with him.
Shit, that's the problem. Like yesterday, CK was trying to tell me that. Let's just take Chipotle, because I think it was something else. Chipotle is not that expensive. So I said, get a job and pay for it. So since it's not so expensive to you and you could afford it, why don't you get it? Why I gotta get it?
Right. Right.
He don't do no work in the house.
He don't have no more Chipotle gift cards? Of course not.
Nope.
Of course not. Because he goes to Chipotle.
I'm gonna start making him earn. I think at 12 years old, I've been letting him live the soft life for a while. You got to start washing dishes for $5. You got to start earning your Chipotle.
You know
money.
what? You need to. Boys need to clean the toilet.
Yes, they sure do.
That's what they need to do. Clean the toilet. That's
They
going
sure
to be
do.
your job. Is cleaning the toilet. Noah puts away the groceries and he puts away the utensils out of the dishes, but he's gonna start cleaning the toilet.
Yep, I agree.
Because you the one who messes it up, so you the one who gonna clean it.
Facts. Factamundo.
Well,
a man accused in a double stabbing that left a man dead. Remember we talked about this yesterday?
Yeah.
That left a man dead. Earlier this week was taken into custody in Vermont. Brockton police said that they received reports of a double stabbing at 23 Melrose Ave shortly after 7 p.m. on Monday. One man, later identified as William Hewlett, 59, was taken to Good Samaritan Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The second victim, a 61-year-old man, was treated and released from South Shore. What is it that you guys old men are fighting about?
They're good. They came to fisticuffs.
You're 60 years old. Don't you want to go talk to a client or, take a walk on Castle Island? Like, what are you doing all of this? Like, why are you guys stabbing each other? What's beef? What's tea? What happened there? What happened?
Right.
Investigators identified the suspect as Kevin DiRaggio, 33, of Randolph. A warrant was issued for his arrest. So it was the young man that stabbed the two older men. Vermont State Police and the U.S. Marshals located DiRaggio Wednesday morning sleeping in a vehicle along a roadway in Lunenburg, Vermont, and he was arrested. That's terrible. So sorry about the stabbing. Stabbering, stabbering, stabbering. Stabbering, stabbering. Go, stabby, go. Yesterday, while we were watching Game 3 of the Celtics versus the Mavericks, Governor declared June 12th to be Tom Brady Day in Massachusetts. So he was also inducted to the New England Hall of Fame, was it? What was he inducted to?
Football Hall of Fame.
Happy Tom Brady Day, Massachusetts. Governor Maura Healey is officially declaring June 12th the TB12.
The Patriots Hall of Fame.
I'm not trying to bring up old news or nothing like that. And this might cause some controversy. But I understand why Tom Brady would get his own day here in Massachusetts. I don't still understand why that African young man got his day here in Massachusetts. He ain't never looked back after getting the day.
Old stuff.
I'm just saying, these are the people that deserve whatever day they want. Not no random man that came here to make money off of us and leave. This is crazy. He deserves all the days. He should have got a week. He should have got 12 days.
Only thing is it's not annual year, so it's not an annual day. So
what I think about Tom Brady is he should not have a day here because he didn't retire as a Patriot, did he?
No.
he didn't.
He should have.
He spent all of his life here and gave us all of our trophies.
Okay. And
he gets a day.
I mean, I still like him.
Yeah. Regardless if the day is one day, 2 hours, or 3 minutes. Don't be giving nobody none of our days here until we all got a day. I don't care who you are or what you do. I don't care what color you are. You don't deserve no damn day here unless you from Boston or spend most of your life here in Boston. Other than that, that's stupid. That's just stupid. And if you wanted a free, and you could have just went to the concert for free. You didn't have to give him a day.
Yeah.
Give him, might as well give him the key to the city. Brady spent 20 seasons playing for the Patriots in Foxborough, Massachusetts, and took part in several duck boat parades throughout the streets of Boston to celebrate Super Bowl victories. The 6-12 date reflects the 6 championships Brady won with New England and his number 12 jersey.
Oh, I like it.
I
Okay.
love that.
All right, fine.
Massachusetts celebrates Tom Brady for his profound dedication to the sport of football, making countless memories while inspiring millions across the country. Healy said, adding that she will urge all residents of the Commonwealth to take cognizance of this event and participate fittingly in its observance. Tom Brady's Patriot Hall of Fame event, the June 12th ceremony inside the Gillette Stadium, is the first of its kind for a Patriots Hall of Fame inductee. The event is expected to feature hundreds of Brady's former teammates and coaches, musical acts, and fireworks. I believe that Jay-Z performed yesterday at it. The 7 p.m. ceremony is available to watch on Patriots. That was yesterday. You could have watched it on the TV, or I'm pretty sure they still have it somewhere up streaming that you guys could go and see. The declaration says, whereas Tom Brady's outstanding career in the NFL included 20 seasons with the New England Patriots, and whereas Tom Brady's 7 Super Bowl championship victories included a 6 as a Patriot, 17 division titles, and 649 career touchdown passes have proven his strength, dedication, and determination as an athlete. Whereas Tom Brady 135 wins and 304 touchdowns at Gillette Stadiums are the most made by any player at a single stadium in NFL history.
Get it, Tom Brady.
Massachusetts celebrates Tom Brady for his profound dedication to the sport of football, making countless memories while inspiring millions across the country. And whereas Tom Brady induction into the Patriots Hall of Fame proves he is truly the GOAT. Signed by Maura T. Healy, Governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
Love it.
June 12, 2024 to be Tom Brady Day.
That is awesome. You know what was cool about yesterday's date too? It was 6/12/24. So 6 times 2 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. That was so cool.
That's a good date.
That's a good date. I like it. I should have got married yesterday.
Oh boy. Here
wow.
60 boxers rescued from unsanitary or overcrowded home.
When I read that, I was like, what?
Why wouldn't they just leave?
But I was like, the boxers?
Was it in like the camp or something? 60 boxer puppies rescued from unsanitary and overcrowded home in Merrimack. What would you be doing with 60 dogs?
You saw that? Remember the video I sent you yesterday with the lady that was feeding all the little puppies?
Oh yes.
How many was that?
It was like 10.
Where's Noah going? Walking up and down?
You know he's a project manager.
Yeah.
Police have launched an investigation after 60 boxers were rescued from an unsanitary and overcrowded home in Merrimack on Tuesday. The largest local surrender the MSPCA has seen in a decade.
That's so crazy.
Police responded to a home at Lacoste Grove Road in Merrimack after receiving reports of animal hoarding and overcrowding. The boxer dogs were voluntarily surrendered by the homeowner. Every domesticated animal has a right to minimum standard of nutrition, sanitation, and veterinary care. Merrimack police officer chief said animal hoarding and overcrowding is dangerous because it jeopardizes the ability of animals to receive appropriate care, and we will investigate the reports of these occurrences. The 60 dogs, which range in age from newborn puppies to seniors, will not be available for adoption until they have undergone medical and behavioral evaluations, a process that could take weeks. We're still doing initial evaluations, so they won't be up for sale for a little while. And this is why it's so important to adopt.
Right. I mean, this is, you said why would somebody have 60 boxer puppies? Why that lady had 200 rats?
Touche. Touche. For the same thing, I want to illegally breed them and I want to sell them to people. But what happens, like, when the dog's number get to like 15?
6.
Well, a lot of people have that many dogs.
Oh, I just
domesticatedly.
Oh no.
So when it gets to about 15 dogs, and you know that some of them are pregnant and some of them are whatever, what makes you decide to keep on breeding them? And then, okay, when you get to 20 dogs, what now? How do you get to 60?
They're not there. They ain't there. They ain't there. They ain't there in their right mind.
How do you get to 60 dogs though? Like, what are you walking to the house and there's 60 dogs? What is it that you are doing?
I don't understand people who have multiple dogs and or children, because I see you with Sparkle now, and going to buy the dog food, and you want to make sure that your dog is doing well, right? So weekly you're spending $100.
Monthly, yeah.
Monthly? Oh, monthly. I don't know. It seems like you're spending like $40 a week to me.
No.
On food.
A food bag could last you pretty much 2 weeks.
Oh, okay, so 2 weeks.
So I buy more expensive food with a coupon. So it's probably about $30. So about $60 a month on dog food.
But then you supplement it with like
ground beef
and vegetables and all that stuff. So you're spending $100 on food a month for one dog.
For one dog.
So how much you got to spend on 60 dogs?
And these are boxers.
Yeah.
So these are large dogs that eat more than 2 cups of food.
Right. Now these dogs, I didn't hear the story. Did they say that these dogs were in bad condition?
Yeah, they're pretty much uncared for. So they're not
because
bad.
How can you care for 60 dogs?
How can you scare? They say you should have at least 2 dogs because the dogs play with each other, so it gives you a lot more time and it lessens anxiety. I don't got time for that. We got friendly dogs that we hang out with around the way. That's it.
Yes.
And keeping it moving, Hyde Park welcomes intellectual disabilities program. Oh, what's that?
It's nice. It sounds nice.
So, a new program in Hyde Park will provide increased services for young adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. The new Business Street facility opened in, this is the Violence in Boston building.
Oh, is it?
Yes, on Business Street in Hyde Park.
Oh, well,
wow, that's good for them. That's a really good place. That's a really good place. The new Business Street facility opened in May and is operated by Walnut Street Center, a Medford-based nonprofit organization that runs a variety of services for adults with intellectual disabilities. It currently offers day programming to about 20 individuals, but aims to offer space for 50 once it is fully settled into its new home and has hired more staff. Its opening comes to a field that is still coping with lingering effects from the pandemic. These guys have been home waiting anxiously for a program to open up. I think the pandemic kind of put a hold on everything, she said. We're super excited to be able to open up the program. The new location will largely serve young people who recently turned 22, the age at which they transition from special education support through schools to adult services through the state's Department of Developmental Services, and will focus on programming that can set them up for pre-employment programs. Guffey compared the moment of transition to graduating from high school. That's so sweet.
Yeah.
You graduate from high school and you're not quite sure where to go from there, Guffey said. Some of us go to college, some of us go to trade school, some of us get jobs. I think the same thing happens when with the folks that we support. And I think that's awesome. That's something we need, and I'm happy about that. Shout out to them.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I saw that story. It's from the Bay State Banner, and I was like, that's just really, really awesome. That's good to hear.
A rap song misinterpreted Metco student discipline. So in Weston Middle School, I know a lot of people go to Weston, a cultural misunderstanding of a rap song appears to be behind a decision by Weston Middle School to impose a safety plan, the equivalent of a restraining order on a Metco student that required him to stay away from and not talk to a white classmate who has been a longtime friend. The restrictions extended to online contact. The Metco student, a black boy in the 8th grade, in February composed and recorded a rap song with a friend. The song speaks of Nina. Since the 1990s, rappers have used the word as a modified form of 9, meaning a 9mm handgun. Didn't know that. But it's also the first name of his classmate.
Song, Ride Around with My Nina.
Oh yeah, I thought it was a girlfriend. But it also the first name of his classmate, leading the principal to respond as if the lyrics represented a threat to the white girl. 2 days after the song was posted online, the Metco student and his parents were summoned to the office of Principal Phil Oates, who imposed a 1-day in-school suspension and an open-ended safety plan on the boy. According to his mother, Nadine Marcellus of Mattapan, and her lawyer, Jack Drury, who is also a contributing writer to the banner. The plan describes as a design to keep everyone safe, lists 9 restrictions on the Metco student's activity, and calls his classmate the victim. The prohibitions include not speaking to her under any circumstances and not sitting at the same lunch table or glaringly or making any gestures towards her. He was asked to remove himself from any group chat containing the victim on all text messages and social media outlets. The 2 students had been active participants with other classmates in the chat room, and all of them had often gone to the mall and birthday parties together. Under the provisions of the plan, the boy was removed from the same homeroom as the girl and required to travel on a separate bus on field trips. On one field trip, the boy was already seated on a bus but was ordered to get off when his classmates boarded, according to Drury. Might be time for him to switch a little schooling. Because that's crazy.
Yeah.
Marsilius compared the safety plan to a court-issued restraining order and denounced it as the Emmett Till Safety Plan 2024.
Damn.
A reference to the 14-year-old black boy killed in Mississippi in 1955 for allegedly whistling at a white woman. You can't be around that white girl, you'll be in trouble. You can't look at that white girl, you'll be in trouble, said Marsilius, a former principal at the Winthrop School in Alston.
Wow.
The discipline action, she said, was cause her son to lose his excitement about going to school. He said, "Mom, what did I do wrong?" Marsilius said. "He's walking at school on pins and needles. My son used to love going to school." Representatives of Weston School and Metco declined to comment. I wonder why they took such
drastic.
Like, why didn't I'm gonna have to read it. It goes on and it goes on. It's very interesting. Tristan, maybe you could post it in the comments so people could read. This is crazy. The school located west of Boston is 54% white, 23% Asian, 9% Hispanic, and 6% black.
Yeah, well,
why are they making it seem like this little boy is out here school shooting?
And yeah, early in the song, there's a profane reference to Nina as a she. Marcellus and Drury said those words were added to the finished song to fulfill a request his classmate made in the shared chat room to be included in the song. Those lyrics sound like they were dubbed in because they were not faded in and out to make smooth transitions, a technique professionals use. Wait a minute, this is a boy in high school. He got all this production skills.
He's
to be
in
making
8th grade,
making all of this smooth transitions and all. What are we talking about here?
Riding around with my Nina.
Later in the line about clutching a Nina, which Marcella said her son said was intended to mean a gun. Before this incident, Marcella said, "I don't realize songs have Ninas in them. More than 100 songs have Ninas in them. I don't realize songs have Ninas in." I don't know. It's a pretty long story. I don't know.
This is interesting.
Wow, it's a pretty long story. I'd like to read the rest of it and see what is really going on.
So
there.
It looks like the little boy is a budding rapper. He's always rapping and singing different songs. This is normal teenage activity, creating a song and sharing it. I mean, it's social media.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And the little girl Nina requested to be in the song.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I'm sorry. This little boy's in a wheelchair.
The rapping boy?
Marsilius, who spent 10 years in Boston public school before becoming disabled with multiple sclerosis, which has left her in a wheelchair.
The mother.
Okay, the mother. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, this is a, I don't know. What did the song lyrics say?
First he mentioned the girl Nina as Nina, and then he did later on in the song he did use Nina in reference to a gun.
So how did this correlate to her being in jeopardy or being threatened?
Because the principal took it as her being threatened, even though she requested to be in the song. So it's people blowing it up out of proportion, it seems to me.
It's a grown-ass man and his lawyer blowing it out of proportion because it's a black boy rapping a song.
Yep, and I know that Uncle Grandpa went to Weston in Metco, and he's saying we've been dealing with these problems since the 90s in Weston, so.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Well, we'll keep on following that story to see where things go, but that concludes our Around the Way news for today. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back in a second. Spark FM Online.
Spark FM. We play your music your way all day, every day.
What is this, Doctor? This is
Well, Spark of New England. Spark FM.
bringing the heat back to the airwaves.
Turn us up.
All right, let's take a look.
Did you know that you can now get a standard Massachusetts driver's license regardless of your immigration status? To get help with your application, a list of all required documents, and nearby appointment scheduling, visit mass.gov/WFMA. Your license is your way forward, so why not get started today? Register now at mass.gov/WFMA or call 857-368-WFMA.
Moonbug Fox Productions is thrilled to present the 2024 Boston New Works Festival, taking place on June 20th to the 23rd at the Calderwood Pavilion and the Boston Center for the Arts. The Boston New Works Festival is a weekend-long festival celebrating new original plays by local playwrights. 8 original plays, 6 different stages, and 1 wild weekend. Tickets are $25 per show. Pay what you want tickets are available at the box office. Get your tickets now at moonbox.com.
Spark FM.
You don't make it ring, 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 ring. I can't keep this under low.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
Can't write with me, me a write with she. She might have a B, me a type of G. She look come easy, get the money, please.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com. Turn us up.
Everybody shout. Everybody shout.
Spark FM.
Gator boo
in my Gucci suit. It's alright. Na, 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 na.
Good morning. Welcome back. Spark FM Online, number 1 for urban and Caribbean music. We are here. We are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Spark FM Online, number 1 for urban and Caribbean music. It's time for our national and world news. Miss Tony, hit me.
Oh my goodness. Look at the national. It's very serious in here this morning. Senators blast regulators and law enforcement over illegal e-cigarettes. Are people still doing that?
E-cigarettes?
Yeah.
Where do you get an e-cigarette? Why won't you just get a regular cigarette?
And I thought that e-cigarettes were just, just a thing that people weren't doing anymore. But anyhow, so that's going on.
These are people addicted to them things.
To the e-cigarettes?
Hell yeah, these kids is in the school sucking them things down like it's candy.
But I thought that they banned, didn't they ban, what are they,
because
the
how do you tell between an e-cigarette and a vape pen? Yeah.
All the same to me, I don't know.
Oh.
Are they the same?
It's all the same to me. Yeah, it's a vape pen, all the same to me.
Because that's what I'm saying. I feel like that's what they're talking about because I don't know any kids that be out here smoking cigarettes.
Me
outside.
Either. Somebody told me the other day that they smoke cigarettes, and I was like, well, what do you smoke? And he said menthols, and I was like, well, where do you get them?
New Hampshire.
You gotta go to Rhode Island.
Apparently there's spots that you can get them.
Oh Lord, yeah, because people you gotta go inside of Rhode Island. You can't even just go to the border. You gotta go inside of Rhode Island.
So that's
get
what people
them and bring them back.
They bring the carton, they buy the cartons, and then they come down here and they sell them.
Yep.
Y'all got to be careful with all of that. But anyhow, senators blast law enforcement over illegal e-cigarettes, and I'm not gonna get into that because Biden proposes to ban medical debt from credit reports. I'm gonna get into that because that affects me. And loan decisions, the draft rules.
The draft rules.
The draft rules. I don't understand. Anyways, Biden says that he's going to ban that, which is good. I don't think that should be on your credit report anyways. That's ridiculous. Why are they charging people for things like medical care? Just give it to the people.
Fighting for this? Is it coming out of your pocket? Just give them what they need.
It's not, and the country has enough money to provide medical care for people. Like, come on. I understand that it's a lot of business. Charge the billionaires. The people who can't afford it. Why are you putting medical bills on people's credit reports?
But that's what they're saying. They're taking it off now, right?
He's proposing to ban it from your credit reports and your loan decisions.
Good.
Which I think is
because
awesome.
I broke my arm one day and I can't get no apartment because my credit is bad because I owe you for a broken elbow.
I'm telling you.
I gotta be homeless for my elbow. It ain't right. It ain't safe.
What else do we have in here? I'm skipping around. Oklahoma Supreme Court dismisses lawsuit of last Tulsa race massacre survivors seeking reparations, which is downright awful.
They keep dismissing that because they keep playing in our face like it's not a thing.
Absolutely. The Oklahoma Supreme Court on Wednesday dismissed a lawsuit by survivors of the 1921 Tulsa race massacre shocker, dampening the hope of advocates for racial justice that the city would make financial amends on one of the worst single acts of violence against black people in U.S. history that left as many as 300 people dead and a once thriving district in smoldering ruins. The 9-member court upheld the decision made by a district court judge in Tulsa last year, ruling that the plaintiffs' grievances about the destruction of the Greenwood district, although legitimate, did not fall within the scope of the state's public nuisance statute. Plaintiffs do not point to any physical injury to property in Greenwood rendering it uninhabitable that could be resolved by way of injunction or other civil remedy, the court wrote in its decision. Today, we hold that relief is not possible under any set of facts that could be established with consistent with plaintiffs' allegations. I don't understand how they came to that ruling.
Me either.
How did you come to that conclusion that it's not consistent and that the plaintiffs do not point to any physical injury? What are you talking about? They burnt down the whole city.
And killed half of the people in there.
Killed 300 people.
It's documented in documentaries, history, notes, diaries.
So the Oklahoma City Supreme Court dismissed it. Can it go up to the federal Supreme Court, like the national Supreme Court now?
Yeah.
Is that what happens? Okay.
I believe so, I think.
I hope so. Well, it ain't gonna get nowhere there either. So, I mean, but still, take it all the way up. This is crazy. That's awful. That is awful. What else do we have in here? I'm skipping around, sorry, because these stories are just kind of crazy. X is now hiding which posts you like from other users. So X, how do you feel about that? I've noticed that on Facebook lately, when if I look at other people's statuses to see, like you see whatever, and it used to say like this post was liked by like Danny Johnson.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't say that. Is that for everybody, or is that something you can turn off?
I think that's something you could turn off and on. Like when you're going to post it, in the bottom before you press post, it says like comments, and you got a couple of options there. I think a lot of people opted to take off the like count in general. Where you can do it in your settings as well.
Okay, I want to do that. What happened to the likes? X is now hiding which posts you like from other users. So social media platform X is now hiding your likes in an update posted on the platform. X's engineering team said it would be making likes private for everyone to better protect your privacy. That means that users will still be able to see their own likes, but others will not, putting an end to the feature that many had long used. The change went into effect on Wednesday. As of the afternoon, the likes tab disappeared to only be available on users' own profile page, but when visiting other accounts, that tab is no longer available. What'd you say?
Couldn't you use them in Couldn't you just use it as a bookmark if you don't want people to see your likes? Couldn't you just bookmark it?
What do you mean bookmark it?
Tell me what you mean.
On Twitter, you could bookmark stuff. You could bookmark somebody's post. And I don't think people could see your bookmarks. I think that's the same thing as a like. See?
I never even know.
This right there.
Then that's saving it? That's saving it.
Saving it, yeah. But why wouldn't you do that instead of liking it? If you don't want nobody to see it.
If you don't want nobody to see that you liked it?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to save it either.
I don't know.
I want full up my save folder.
What the hell are we watching up here? That.
I know. Girl Fight TV. Why are you on this?
Users also received a pop-up notification that seemed to suggest the change would result in more user engagement. Liking more posts will make your For You feed better, the message read. According to the engineering team's update, like counts and other metrics for a user's own posts will still show up under notifications. Posts still appear to show how many likes they have, but the author will be the only person who can see a list of those who liked it. I don't even use Twitter.
Twitter is something that I only use when I have thoughts that need to get out of my brain immediately and I don't have anybody to talk to.
That is interesting. And now we're going to go into our WTF news. Middle school coach accused of choking student with a t-shirt. Did you see this video yesterday?
No.
So a Michigan middle school coach accused of choking a student with a t-shirt, and it was caught on video. A middle school coach in Michigan is out of a job and facing criminal charges after cops say he used a shirt to choke a student in the hallway, which was apparently caught on video. Surveillance video from Ypsilanti Middle School purportedly shows a coach, an adult man, mind you, approaching a teen student from behind as the kid walks down the hallway towards the door before the guy wraps a rolled up shirt around the student's neck. It looks like the coach, who has yet to be ID'd, yanks back on the t-shirt and a struggle ensues, all while the shirt tightens around the kid's neck.
That's somebody's coach?
That's the coach.
What?
Yep. Ultimately, the teen breaks free and the man lets up as the kid walks away. Now
how old is the kid?
I don't know, but he's a middle school student and this is an adult teacher. He
because
has to be like 18. He's
tell
huge.
me, he's huge. So
Yes.
what makes a teacher or a coach follow a student outside who is leaving them to now chokehold them? Is that harmful?
Now the coach is facing charges: assault with intent to do great bodily harm by strangulation, plus assault and battery. This per local prosecutors who talked to the news. According to the kid's parents, the coach ordered the teen to do push-ups as a punishment for horsing around in the hallway. But when the boy refused, citing an injury, they claim the coach went after him and did this. The incident happened earlier this month, and now the school district says the coach is no longer employed there, and he's banned from the campus and all school events too. I don't care what would call for the coach to run up behind the student and
I don't get that. I can see if they was in fisticuffs and they was fighting each other, and maybe that's the only way to diffuse the situation. But you gonna chase after him and choke him out with a towel?
Exactly. He did assault him.
100%.
Yeah, not a towel, a shirt.
And I don't care if the student slapped him before that and he decided to seek revenge. That's second degree assault.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not
No, it's first degree. That was definitely premeditated.
But I don't think he went into the intentionality of doing it. That's what makes it second degree. I remember that from the course.
Assault with intent. Yeah.
Assault with intent, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely, because he did strangulate that boy.
And wonton something.
Didn't mean to.
And shod-foot.
Shod-foot and wonton.
Yes, and all of those things. What else do we have here? People allegedly electrocuted in a hot tub at a Mexican resort. This is awful. CPR had to be administered to at least one person. At least two people who were allegedly electrocuted at a resort in Mexico, and the aftermath appears to be caught on camera, which shows one person receiving CPR. This video is making its rounds on social media, and it purports to capture the moments after at least two individuals were zapped in a jacuzzi at a hotel Tuesday evening near Puerto Peñasco along the Gulf of California. The footage shows a big crowd standing around a hot tub on the grounds, and as you can see, one man get yanked out by others while another person is laid out flat on their back. You can see someone doing chest compressions on the person who's on the ground. This while everyone else watches in horror and screams. The guy who got pulled out of the hot tub ends up on his own 2 feet and walks away looking confused and flustered. The exact details of what happened are still fuzzy, but folks online who claim to have witnessed to this allege the tub had a large surge of electricity run through it, which allegedly ended up hurting people inside. It's unclear how many people might have been affected. The video obtained of ambulances arriving at the scene afterward, although we don't know if anyone was transported to the hospital and what their condition might be at this point. We spoke to local cops, specifically the Municipal Public Security Office in Puerto Peñasco, and an official there acknowledged that officers had in fact to respond to this, but couldn't provide any further detail. We've tried contacting the other public service agencies in town for more info, but haven't been able to haven't had any luck. They contacted the hotel where this allegedly happened, and so far, no words back. Did you guys watch the video? What happened? I didn't see it.
Let me see.
No, there was nothing really in the video.
Nothing really in the video? Okay. Uncle Grandpa says, it's electric. Boogie. Boogie. That is so awful for you to make fun.
I don't want to do that. See, that's so scary going to these places because you just don't want to F around and
find out.
Yeah, like if those are freak accidents. Yeah. I don't want that to happen. Yeah. Remember we went to Antigua and then the lady was in the pool or something like that and fell down and messed up her ankle.
She broke her ankle.
Day. She was there for like 3 hours.
Yep, she's like,
and broke her ankle.
I just got here yesterday and I'm here until Monday and I just broke my ankle.
Yep.
Breaking news, the Supreme Court preserves access to widely used abortion medication, throwing out legal challenge from abortion proponents. So that is breaking news that just came out. Preserves access to widely used. That was good. They preserved access to the abortion medication, throwing out legal challenge from abortion opponents. The Supreme Court did something right regarding this abortion thing. And this last story, which is just really, really crazy. I saw about it earlier this week, but I don't think we talked about it here. Bail set at $5 million for woman accused of fatally stabbing 3-year-old outside of an Ohio supermarket.
There is another story too. What is it? Amy Smart? Is it Smart that we haven't talked about? The lady who killed her husband in like 1990 and now she's looking for parole. But go into this because this is the one. This story is sick.
This is sick. Can you find the Amy Smart one? So bail was set at $5 million Monday for a woman who authorities say fatally stabbed a 3-year-old boy last week as he sat in a grocery cart outside of an Ohio supermarket and wounded his mother. The ruling by Cuyahoga County Common Pleas Court Judge Nancy Margaret Russo concluded an arraignment hearing for Bianca Ellis, 32, of Cleveland, that took 3 attempts and nearly an hour to complete. Authorities have said Ellis was inside the Giant Eagle grocery store on June 3rd in the Cleveland suburb of North Olmsted when she saw Julian Wood and his mother, Margaret Wood, near the front and followed them into the parking lot. The mother was about to load her groceries into her vehicle when Ellis ran at them with a knife, stabbing the boy twice, an attack that took less than 5 seconds before Ellis walked away.
Did she know that those people, or was this a random ass act of?
It was a random act.
Who randomly stabs a baby?
Yeah. The boy died at the hospital while Margaret Wood was treated at a hospital for a stab wound to her shoulder.
Kill me too.
Prosecutors have said she suffered after trying to pull the boy out of the cart during the attack. Authorities have not given a motivation for the attack, which they believe was a random incident. Ellis is being represented by Public Defender's Office, which generally does not comment on cases. On Monday, Ellis initially appeared via video from the county jail, but stared at the floor as Russo asked if she had a copy of the indictment that charged her with aggravated murder and other related counts. Ellis first told the judge, "I don't know," then stopped answering despite multiple requests by the judge. Russo then asked Ellis why she wasn't answering, and Ellis again remained silent. The judge then moved on to other arraignments, but called Ellis again a few minutes later and again asked her if she had the indictment. Ellis again said she didn't know. An assistant public defender whose office had represented Ellis in an unrelated matter told Russo that Ellis had mental health issues and tried to waive Ellis's right to review the indictment before being arraigned. Russo refused, saying it wasn't appropriate because prosecutors could seek the death penalty. She then ordered Ellis to appear in the courtroom and for the public defender's office to review the indictment with her. Have you been able to pull up the story? Pull up a story?
I want to fight her.
I have the story, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, well, not the. I just have the picture. No, I didn't have the actual video.
Can you find one? In the courtroom, Ellis said she asked Assistant Cuyahoga County Public Defender not to read her indictment. When Russo asked if they did, Ellis whispered no, but Harico nodded yes. The judge then read all 10 counts on the indictment aloud, and Ellis appeared to smile. Speaking at Monday's hearing, as Ellis stood just a few feet away from her, the father of the boy told the judge he didn't want her to be free on bond. "There's nothing that can ever replace my son or anything my wife and I and our other kids are going through. It's horrendous," Jared Wood said, struggling to keep his composure. "Just do whatever you can to keep this monster behind bars." There was video that I saw. Go ahead. Go.
Bianca Ellis made headlines nationwide.
We have a female in custody. Are you bleeding? Are you hurt anywhere?
That's right there. The suspect in the stabbing death of 3-year-old Julian Wood had a run-in with police in Bakersfield, California. In late January, Ellis was accused of punching and kicking security guards and staff at a hospital. Police records show nurses flagged down an officer after Ellis assaulted staff while refusing to leave after being discharged. The officer found Ellis on the floor of an exam room, and records show she told the officer she needed to be taken to jail for the assaults. While in a police cruiser, Ellis told police she wished to do something to stay in custody for at least 2 weeks, but wouldn't say why. In February, a bench warrant was issued when she didn't show for court. In March, Ellis was in Kissimmee, Florida, arrested on a trespassing charge. Court records reveal Ellis tried to rent a room at a hotel but didn't have any money and refused to leave when asked. She then told police she was on vacation from Ohio and she wanted to go to jail.
All right, Bianca, you know you got warrants. Girl, I don't know.
She just ain't right.
In this body,
have been out.
Ellis was picked up by North Olmsted police just days before the deadly stabbing outside the Giant Eagle. Store surveillance video shows Ellis following Julian and his mom out of the store. Authorities say they were attacked with a knife Ellis stole from a thrift store in a random act of violence. Ellis remains in jail on a $5 million bond. I'm News 5 investigator Tara Morgan.
It's just too late for that. Right. Like, it's too late to hold her in jail for $5 million bond. Yeah. Ain't nobody coming to bail her out. Right. What happened, though, is that baby is dead, because I just feel like, why are you guys letting mentally messed up people who are begging for help?
Yep.
Like, take me to jail.
That's a failure in the justice system.
That's a failure. They should be sued because you guys killed that baby.
Yeah. That is awful. This woman, and she just kept begging to go back to jail.
She kept on begging.
That's documented.
Yes. So they're saying, so basically, when I'm begging to go to jail, I need people, I know that you can't send them to jail, but there needs to be some type of professional that realizes that this is another cry for help.
Yeah.
I'm not mentally able to survive outside in the world. Yep. So she probably killed this little boy because she knew for a fact that she was going to go to jail.
And stay in there.
And stay there. They're not taking her out.
You remember on Orange is the New Black, there was that one that they released out of jail, and she was like, what am I supposed to do outside of jail?
Yeah,
I don't know what to do outside.
Life.
Yeah, and she committed a crime, so
and
that
went
she could
back
go back
to jail.
Was it murder too, I think?
Yep, I think so.
So that she could stay in there. You got to understand, this is...
I don't know how to say I'm crazy. I need help.
Yep.
I do know that I need to not be outside.
Yep.
She had enough sense to know that she should not be outside roaming the world.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody see her leave out the grocery store with that big ass knife.
I mean, it's like, who's watching the surveillance tapes that we just watched? Nobody watches those?
Nobody. I don't think anybody watches. I think they're just there to record just in case.
There just in case something happens.
Yeah. I'm really that's heartbreaking.
It is in so many ways. In so many ways. Anyhow, that's the national news.
And then quick, Pamela Smart, who was serving life in prison for plotting with her teenage student to have her husband killed in 1990, accepted full responsibility for his death for the first time in a videotape statement released on Tuesday.
Wow.
Smart, 56, was a 22-year-old high school media coordinator when she began an affair with a 15-year-old boy who later fatally shot her husband, Gregory Smart, in Derry, New Hampshire. The shooter was freed in 2015 after serving 25-year sentence. Though Pamela Smart denied knowledge of the plot, she was convicted of being an accomplice to first-degree murder and other crimes and sentences to life without parole. Smart has been incarcerated for nearly 34 years. In the videotape statement, she said she began to dig deeper into her own responsibility through her experience in writing group that encouraged us to go beyond and to spaces that we didn't want to be in. For me, that was really hard, because going into these places, in those places and where I found myself responsible for something I desperately didn't want to be responsible for, my husband's murder, she said, her voice quivering, I had to acknowledge for the first time in my own mind and in my own heart how responsible I was, because I had deflected blame all the time. I think almost as if it was a coping mechanism, because the truth of being so responsible was very difficult for me. When is she supposed to be getting out?
This was at a parole hearing that she said
this is I guess she just kind of she's been denied all of her recent parole. So I guess now she's really kind of maybe trying to get out, because it's been 34 years.
So what do you think? Now she's admitting and do you think that they should give her parole now? I think that this is another reason to hold you for a little while, because now you realize why you've been there.
In general, 34 years is a long time to think about your actions. So there might be some recidivism there that she's old now. She ain't gonna messing with no children. I think that, like a transitional transitional outing would suffice, because she did do her time.
Like a halfway house?
Yeah, she did do her time. Yeah, halfway house, heavily monitored, on probation. You got to stay away from all of the things, especially little boys, and especially, phones. Yeah. Well, I don't know. At 34 years, you don't know what a cell phone. You don't know how to use. You don't know what it. You don't even know how to get on the Google.
Well, no, because I think you got the people in the jailhouse got Facebook pages, don't they?
True.
Shoot, on Facebook dating, there'd be many. There was a dude the other day. He's like, I'm currently incarcerated, but when I come out in 1 year, I'd like to take you on a date. All right.
Oh, there's video.
Fine, let's set a date. There's so many. I remember this story, but I don't completely remember.
Because wasn't it like her daughter's friend or her daughter's boyfriend or something like that she was cheating, like something? It was something. Her daughter was involved in some weird,
I made it. Let me see. The trial was a media circus in one of America's first high-profile cases about a sexual affair between a school staff member and a student. Joyce Maynard wrote To Die For It in 1992, drawing from the Smart case that inspired a 1995 film of the same name, starring Nicole Kidman and Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, she had a teen lover.
Yeah. The killer, William Flynn, and 3 other teens cooperated with prosecutors. They have all since been released. Flynn testified that Smart told him she needed her husband killed because she feared she would lose everything if they divorced. He said she threatened to break up with him if he didn't kill Gregory Smart. Oh, yeah, she definitely did that. In the show on Netflix, it's called what Hitman?
The Smart Killers.
It's about a fake hitman.
That was good, huh?
Who, takes down people who hire hitmans to kill somebody. Yep. So after he goes through the process and gets the money,
I couldn't watch it.
It's not. I tried twice already.
Yeah,
I watched the whole thing.
I couldn't watch it.
I couldn't get in after he found little lover. I didn't know what happened after that.
I thought it was supposed to be an action movie.
No, it's more like a love movie.
It's a rom-com.
Yeah.
It's good though. So it's good. You have to watch it though, because it's a plot twist at the end that you be like, oh shoot, for real, and then it's cute. It's cute, and it's based on a real story. I like it.
Yes, I like Hitman. And let's take another commercial break, and we'll come back with the entertainment report. Keep it locked right here, Spark FM Online.
You are enjoying the miracle of radio.
Radio. New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Finally Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time home buyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Productions and Friends Lifestyle Group presents the 8th annual Togetherness Boat Ride. That's right, boss.
It's the Togetherness Boat Ride taking place on Saturday, July the 13th. It's the Blue Jeans edition. Music's gonna be provided by DJ Walla, Rockstone Triz, Hot Skull Supreme, DJ Sergio, and DJ Alfredo. It's also gonna be featuring the Caracol Hunter Group Tempo Rhythm section. It's all hosted by specialists.
I wanna give it a oh my God, I wanna give it to.
It's all taking place at 17 Rose Wharf. Morning time is at 7 p.m. Departs at 8 p.m. It's a dinner inclusive. Get your early bird tickets for $65. Regular tickets are $75. It's a 21 plus mandatory ID event. Get those tickets right now on togetherness.eventbrite.com. Sponsored in part by Spark FM. Bring your flags, bring your ride. It's all about the Togetherness Boat Ride. This one's going to be crazy.
Till the last of Papa Canal is madness in the capital. So
wait a minute. Oh, you say another word now. What's going to do this album?
Get ready, New England. Friday, January 31st. We've got a real treat for all you reggae lovers out there. Get ready to sway to the smooth sounds of the one and only Mr. Beres Hammond. That's right. The reggae legend himself is bringing his Forever Giving Thanks tour to the Chevalier Theater. From classic tunes like Putting Up Resistance, Rockaway, to newer hits like I Feel Good. Beres Hammond's music has a way of bringing people together and spreading positivity. Mark your calendars, folks. Friday, July 31st at the Chevalier Theater, showtime 7 p.m. Beres Hammond Forever Giving Thanks tour is coming to town. Get your tickets, www.chevaliertheater.com. Stay tuned to sparkfmonline.com for more updates and your chance to win tickets to see the legend Beres Hammond in action.
Falling in love all over again. How could I ever doubt that you were my friend?
Spark FM.
Weezy boy, make me dance. Daddy, oh, make me dance.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM. Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com. Turn us up.
Tell me how you want it, yeah. Call me and I'm over.
Spark FM.
Spark FM Online, number one for urban and Caribbean music. We are here. What's that?
Yeah, we got.
We are here. It's time for our entertainment report and see what's going on. 20 games.
Entertainment. This is crazy. Gayle King shares health update from Oprah Winfrey after a stomach virus. I'm not 100. I'm on my way. I don't know what that means. So apparently, there were rumors speculating because we know that Oprah is on weight loss drugs, right?
Sick over the weekend.
And so they were saying that she was in the hospital due from Ozempic. These were the rumors that were going around. Oprah gives an update. She says, I couldn't keep enough water down to get hydrated, so I went to the emergency room for that, Oprah Winfrey told her longtime friend, Gayle King. So Gayle King is sharing an update from her longtime friend, Oprah Winfrey's health, after King 69 revealed that Oprah Winfrey, 70. Did you know that Oprah was 70?
70 years old. I remember when she turned 50, she got her ears
51.
pierced.
When she turned 51, she got her ears pierced, and that's when I'm going to do it too.
I would swing over this table. We going September 24th, 2024.
Okay.
We'll start over.
All right.
Let me tell you, okay? Messed up my whole entire birthday. My whole 40th birthday. Went down the drain. I was supposed to have dangling ears for the summertime and shave my head.
My bad. She had 70. Oprah had been hospitalized with a stomach virus and dehydration during CBS mornings on Tuesday. Later that day, King decided to FaceTime Winfrey to help set the record straight. King shared the news about Oprah Winfrey's health as she addressed her absence from the scheduled appearance of the morning show to reveal her latest book club pick, Familiaris by David Robles. In a clip shared on Instagram, King spoke virtually with the talk show host veteran and confirmed that she was not in the hospital.
Did you say you had to say the main part?
What?
She went on the air and told Oprah had things coming out of both ends.
Oh, she said that. She said that she couldn't control anything coming out of both.
And throwing up. That's a terrible feeling, by the way.
That's
terrible.
Yeah. I never said you were hospitalized. I did say that you had a stomach something was coming out of both sides, which is what I said, said King in the video. I was in the emergency room. I was dehydrated, responded Winfrey. I had a dry mouth and I couldn't keep down enough water to get hydrated, so I went to the emergency room for that, and that's just it. Winfrey then shared that she's not 100%, but I'm on my way to 100, adding that 5 people in her household had also fallen ill with the same virus. Who all live in Oprah House?
I'm not. Let me tell you who's not leaving Oprah House. I'm staying right there.
The point is, I was trying to make America, Good Morning America, is that it had to be something that would keep her from getting on a plane and coming. That's the only point I was trying to make. King's added of Oprah's absence, which the philanthropist noted was the first ever book club pick she missed. I was too weak to get on the plane, Winfrey added. The color purple star urged people to wash their hands and to try and prevent getting the illness, saying that the doctor had told her it had been transported on things like doorknobs and railings. King also asked Oprah Winfrey, what the hell?
I have the video here.
Please do, because my mouth can't say these words.
Said you were hospitalized. I did say that you had a stomach something was coming out of both sides, which it was.
I was in the emergency room I was so
dehydrated. You were dehydrated.
Yeah. I was like dry mouth, and I couldn't keep enough water down to get hydrated. So I went to the emergency room for that, and that's just it.
You can tell she's still a little. You're still a little weakish, it seems.
I'm not 100.
Yeah.
I'm on my way to 100.
There was something going around where you were.
I had 5 people in my household had this.
Yeah.
This is what I would say. I would say keep your hands washed, because I hear it's being transmitted through. The doctor told me that it lives like on the doorknobs and railings and for like 10 hours. So if you come across somebody who's been in the house and they've gone down the stairs, you went down the stairs and you didn't wash your hands, you end up with it.
Thank you, Oprah.
It's neurovirus, right?
It's like a stomach virus.
Yeah, I think it's neurovirus is what they call it, with the general name for stomach virus or whatever like that.
It's usually only around for like 48 hours though, right?
Yeah, it could last a little bit longer. I was quarantined for 3 days when I had it on the cruise ship. But it is a nasty disease because it's a nasty virus because it is uncontrollable. I sneezed and
Oh no! Wow, that's mad.
And it was awful. So, anyways, I'm glad that Oprah is doing better. 50 Cent hits back after criticism over Michael Rainey Jr. So 50 Cent made some comments about the Michael Rainey, what was it? Harassment, assault, and kind of downplayed it to kind of being like, oh, like it was just whatever. And people criticized him heavily over that. So here's a.
They always criticize. Boy, I tell you.
Yes. Go ahead. What you gonna say?
But
it's a video.
Oh, the video.
50 Cent hits back at criticism. So 50
Salted on a live stream.
Yes.
In a since-deleted Instagram post on Tuesday, June 11th, 50 responded to the criticism over his reaction to the incident, claiming he had undergone similar treatment but did not see it as sexual assault. Now playing. Joe Budden doesn't like Drake ghosting him after Kendrick beef ended. He wrote,
I don't know that.
What the little girl did was wrong.
Definitely.
It was very, very wrong. And there's no denying that and whatever. I do also understand 50's sentiment too. Like, he's probably not heartbroken and crushed by it or mentally effed up by this.
Devastated and all of these
He's
things.
not devastated. None of those things. I think that Michael Rainey had to make a statement the way that he did to denounce sexual assault in general.
Right.
But I don't think that he thought about it past that moment that happened. He probably would have been like, damn, that was wild.
Yeah.
The little girl grabbed my junk, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And probably had a bite of his burger and proceeded with conversation about other things. So 50 just gotta chill.
The most disturbing thing for me about that is that it was a little girl.
And that it was in front of other little children. Like, she didn't have no type of self-control at all.
Yeah, like
But She was a little girl, but she looked deviant. Like she was.
Do we know how old it is?
No.
And I'm gonna refer to it as it because
she really snuck in there, like tried to sneak it and really kind of do it while thinking that nobody can see it. Like she's most likely did it before to someone.
She needs a spanking. Like, what is wrong with you? Who does that? That's not good.
This is the next story. I mean, mad.
Go ahead.
Bad baby.
Bad baby.
That's the white girl.
Cash me outside. How about that? What did it say? Bad baby left shaken up after being detained by police at a gas station. Doesn't surprise me that bad baby would be detained anywhere because she seems like a bad baby. I'm not going to get into that. Kanye West is sued by ex-security guard for racial discrimination. Is this the year of just the downfall of people? Like everybody's just coming out with everything.
We can't even say it's just black people. Like people in general are literally like just, behaving badly.
I blame Club Shay Shay. So it says here, American rapper Kanye West, also known as Ye, has been sued by his former security guard for discrimination towards his black employees and wrongful termination. The lawsuit filed by Benjamin Deshaun Provo on April 26 states that Ye subjected black employees to less favorable treatment than their white counterparts. As per a report in People magazine, Mr. Provo worked as a security guard at both his private school, Donda Academy, and at a warehouse where the Yeezy brand clothing was stored. He accused the rapper of firing him for refusing to cut his dreadlocks and have frequently screamed at and berated black employees. He started working for the rapper in August of 2021 and then attended Donda Academy for 6 months. After the school relocated, he was assigned additional job duties as a result of a lack of staffing at a new location. In addition, he provided security for Ye's Sunday service events and his warehouse for Yeezy, as per the recent complaint filed on April 26. Further, he claimed that Mr. West demanded that anyone associated with Donda dispose of books related to Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and other prominent figures in the black community. The former guard said that he was directed to put himself and the paparazzi in harm's way by grabbing cameras. Mr. Provo also observed a stark difference in the way Kanye treated plaintiff and other black employees in contrast to their non-black counterparts, according to the complaint. It also claims that Mr. West was always abrupt, abrasive, and demeaning of plaintiff and his black counterparts, and that he was paid less than non-black employees for no discernible reason. The former security guard said that he was told to not bring up money to Ye. He doesn't like to talk about money by direct manager John Hicks. Shortly after raising concerns, the security guard alleged that he had a decrease in his paychecks, something that non-black co-workers did not go through. Mr. Hicks informed him that Mr. West cannot afford security right now.
Who can't? Kanye can't afford security?
Kanye could not afford security at the time.
So what I'm hearing is Kanye is racist to black people.
Yes. Kanye West does not like black people. That's what you're hearing.
You see how, look,
as the world turns. Mr. Provo was requesting a preliminary and permanent injunction and a public injunction against all defendants, prohibiting them from owning and operating any type of educational school for minor children under the age of 18 in the state of California, in addition to damages for alleged labor code violations, retaliation, discrimination, and hostile work environments. That's interesting. That is interesting.
Comment section.
Ice Spice's manager on rapper owning her masters. Like, why is this news? Ice Spice can own them.
She got two.
She's got two of them. So, yes, she should own them. They're two of the same song.
Two of the same. The master is the same song. Mm-hmm. It's one. Mm-hmm. All the songs. One master is all her songs.
Oh, all the songs.
One master's all.
One master.
Yeah, one
because
master.
who's checking for Ice Spice? Call me a munch. I don't want to own that.
I don't want to
own it. I don't care about it.
Speaking of munch, somebody. We can't forget it.
Tell me.
Somebody posted a post that says, "Why did you start being a munch.
Yeah.
And the comments in that,
send it to me, I
I'm
wanna
gonna
see.
send it to you. I didn't send it to you? I think okay, I'm gonna send it to you. It is hilarious, but anyways, that's another thing. We ain't on that on the morning show.
Young Thug's dad was living it up in the front row of Gunna's recent show. Aren't they friends though? They're friends.
They're cool, right?
Yeah.
It's everybody else who theorized that Gunna was a rap, but Young Thug and Gunna is cool.
They are fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tiffany Haddish releases her video for her song "Woman Up" after 6 months sobriety anniversary.
Oh my God! You just said the girl's name right.
I did it on purpose. I'm tired of her.
Oh,
she's not even. I didn't know that she had a song.
She has a few songs. We've played some of them.
Why?
I feel like we do this every 6 months. Because you wanted to hear
Oh, because 6 months ago, this is when it was released. So now it got a music video 6 months later. And now
not a video.
Now it's coming back. Just and we want to see the video. I bet you do. Good for you. My
I don't know
computer
how. I don't know how long. I'm not gonna show it too long because,
The things. Oh no.
How is that beat?
So we won't play the audio, but I just show y'all the video. Okay, here we go.
Oh no. It's her walking in on her. That's crazy. And she's like, girl, get up, clean up your house, girl. Look, you got popcorns on the floor and Cheetos on your nightstand.
I don't wake up like
Was that weed inside the Cheetos?
Probably Weedos.
Why?
Nobody goes to sleep with a full face of makeup.
Okay.
I do.
Oh, well, that's interesting. I'm gonna watch that video because it looks like I can relate. Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany Haddish.
You got the last story there?
Where is it?
Gucci Mane defended by wife.
So Gucci Mane's protege, one of his proteges, lost her life over the recent couple of last days.
Did she pass away?
She did pass away.
She was holding on.
She passed away from an accidental overdose, looks like. Allegedly. So Gucci Mane has been defended by his wife, Keisha Kayor, after facing scrutiny over the death of former 1017 rapper Enchanting. The Texas native, real name Channing Nicole Larry, that's a cute name, reportedly died of an accidental overdose on Tuesday, becoming the latest Gucci signee to encounter some sort of misfortune.
Because he has had a
So what
whole
is he?
lot.
He's like the Diddy of trap.
It's not Gucci Man. It's his artist. He just chooses.
What is he, the angel of death?
His artists just end up staying involved in the street-ish.
Oh, so he don't bring him out of it?
Well, it's not about him bringing them out. His artists, they're their own people.
You could take
They just like to stay in
the
the
people
streets.
out the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out the people.
Preach it. And that's sad because she was 22 years old. But he did face a lot of Texas natives. So let me go. Raise up. I can't.
Okay, a number of 1017 artists, past and present, have been in jail in the recent years. Pooh Shiesty, Fujiano, Hood Rich Paulo, and Mac Critter.
I've only heard of Pooh Shiesty before in my whole entire life.
And Fujiano, you've heard too.
I never heard of Enchanting.
I heard of Fujiano.
Baby mama ain't you?
Oh, I like that. I like.
What is that?
Baby mama song.
So Keisha Kayor, following the news of Enchanting's death, the 1017 boss was called out by online for seemingly not doing enough to help his one-time artist. All yo artists be pill poppers. Bro, the least you can do is make sure they not getting no fake pills, one critic said, while another wrote, you might be a whole plague, LaFleur. Wow. Keisha, however, stood firmly by her man. She wrote in an Instagram comment, leave my husband alone. He signed these artists to help them and give them a better life. I wish it wasn't like this. Chant, we love you, baby girl. Guwap had earlier posted his own. Is that who Gucci is?
Yeah, Guwap. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Had earlier posted his own tribute to 26-year-old Enchanting, writing, so sad to have to say rest in peace to such a great young lady. A true star. We gon' all miss you, Chant. A number of 1017 artists, past and present, have been in jail, as Tristan just said. Gucci previously defended the artist he signed to his label during an appearance on his wife's All Things Keisha Kayor podcast. Well, I was one of those type of artists. I was always going back and forth to jail, and I try to help those artists I see a lot myself in. With that being said, you have to ride out through their little bumps, and I feel if I'm not helping them, who else gonna help them? They come from the trenches. They come from poverty. So I want to help. I feel I can relate to them and what they got going on. The amount of artists to be signed by Gucci to end up either dead or in prison has also led to criticism from the likes of
very scathing statistics.
Joe Budden. Joe Budden. Man. Yeah, that's really crazy. That's really crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this one, the death of this one. That's really, really awful. 26 years old. She was beautiful.
Yeah, she was.
Oh, that's crazy. That's it. That's all I've got.
That's all you got. That's all she wrote. Anyhow, people, we have got to slide up out of here. Mm-hmm. We're going to take off a little bit early because it's a action-packed day.
Oh, look, Kanye West responded to the security guard. He said that he was justified in firing the security guard for not shaving his locks.
Why?
He says that he's defending his choice to fire the employee and refusing to shave off his locks. According to the defendants, the Yeezy boss also reportedly denied he had authorized, directed, or ratified any allegedly wrongful behavior, and that his decisions were always undertaken in good faith exercise of a legitimate business purpose. Is what Kanye said.
Sounds foolish.
Blah 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 blah.
Sounds like a PR person wrote that right nice because we all know that Kanye don't have nothing to say about nothing. Mm-hmm. Anyhow, people, we're going to slide on over to the side. Thank you for joining us. We'll be right back tomorrow morning for F Word Friday. I can't believe it's Friday already. F Word Friday goes down tomorrow. I wish next week would go by just as fast.
Okay.
Yes.
Me too.
With that said, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Station. What is that? Spark FM.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusion.